Hi guys, this is lesson 7 of Certified Ethical Hacker or CEH course. First of all, remember that hacking is an illegal act and you don't do it unless it is according to a clear contract with the aim of identifying the target's vulnerabilities in order to secure that. The targets used in this video either belongs to us or are special cybersecurity test systems that are freely accessible on the internet. Well, but what about the reconnaissance or footprinting? Reconnaissance means all information or any type of operation that hackers do to get basic information about the target is called reconnaissance. This information can be anything such as personal information, email addresses, server information such as IP address, IP address of server and domain information, etc. The collection of these data done in different ways and with different tools. Let's see and test some examples. Okay. This is the first item, and this is the whois command, or whois or getting whois about the website or about the server. Online tool that will give you some information about the system, about the website address, for example, any information about its registrar. What time it registers, what about the expiration date of the domain, or what about the email of registrar, or calling information, for example, phone numbers about the admin or about the registrar, and any information about that. This domain is mine. This ipad-certificate.com is mine, and I will perform whois online and speak about that. Well, let me Google Chrome, start. Well, I can get the switch, for example, whois.sc/ipa-certificate.com, and let me get information. When you perform the whois against the website, that information will disclosure for you. That information will display for you. All of that information is public and not any problem about that. And let me see. What about, this is the important item I will describe about that for you. What information I will give, for example, the registrar, the company or any other, or any person maybe that register my domain, and the date and expiration date of the domain, the name server. The name server means the servers. That's my domain's name. Domain names is registered on that, and it will be help us to where my domain name is registered on which system. IP address of my server. This shows us 290 other sites hosted on this server. This IP address and this item is important in security. Why this is important? Because if this site is very important to its owner, a dedicated server will be considered for it. Here, that you can see, from this number 290 other site is it's hosted on this server as well, beside of my beside of my website address, and this server. So it is clear that I have not considered a dedicated server for this site. In such cases, I probably got the domain name from a cheap company that doesn't pay much for security. Not for me, of course. But apart from options like IP history, register history, and any other normal information, a few things may be useful in my reconnaissance process about the target website. See blue. What information is maybe important? One of the most important is email address. But this is my email. No, I don't have any email, and I cannot see any email in this page about my contact email for register, or about my contact email for owner of the website. There are some companies that change a small about this email that charge a small fee to hide your important whois data, such as this email address. But why? Imagine if a hacker gets hold of the original email address of I am the administrator of this site. He may try different ways to gain access, such as sending infected and malicious links to me, inviting to a verbal relationship for social engineering and communicating, and then sending infected files and many other solutions. So it is important to keep the original email secret. But is this concrement enough? I don't think so. Is there any other way to possibly find the original email address? Of course. But what's that? Let me show you another item. I have the Windows server about this. Let me sorry, before that I say you another I give you another website for getting information in reconnaissance phase, and this is into DNS website, into dns.com, ipal-certificate.com. I said that this website is mine. Keep in mind, this address, this is the fake address, was abuse@joker.com, and this is full information of DNS zone for my website. Okay, for my web server. But what about this? If you don't know any information about the networking knowledge, for example, for Microsoft configuring and running Microsoft Windows services, I will show you a little bit, but it's need for passing my course of Microsoft configuring services. I will produce that in a few days, but I will show you some little item to understand that completely. I have this another item from this. This is SOA. Now, this is SOA record. I will show you what is SOA in this video. Okay, don't worry. And if you check host master email address, this is mht.master, and this is the second dot is @. It means mht.master@hotmail.com. This is the main email address. Usually, maybe in many few case, maybe not correct, but in most items, in most cases, this will be the real and main address that is not hiding commonly by administrator of websites. mht.master@hotmail.com. But what is this? And what's this information, and where this information gets from or loaded from? Let me show you. Well, this is the Windows Server 2019. I have installed DNS. For example, in DNS server, I have maybe I have many domains. Imagine this is my web server, and this is the ipal-certificate.com. And if I go to this part, to the forward lookup zone, I will describe completely for you in Microsoft Windows Services configuration course. If I come here, I will see some records for that. For example, if you have Microsoft Windows servers, you can add computers by its name and its IP address to resolve their name when the server receives any request that maybe client wants to connect with the other side, with the other system by its name, and change that name. The server will change that name and translate that name into IP address and gives the information about the IP address to the requested client, and the client will resolve and will get information and going with that with the received IP address to that client. Well, okay, considering that the information of each domain and each web server must be registered in corresponding DNS server like this in order to provide access to that website by name. Therefore, there is a high probability that there is a record or a data of that website in this DNS server, which refers to the original email address. This record is called SOA, Start of Authority, SOA. In fact, the existence of this record causes the email address to be registered, what we saw in the report received from the IntoDNS website. IntoDNS website was this, and this is the SOA, and this is the email address. This is the main email address or correct email address, and a startup authority or SOA record commonly is here. You can see, but this is not for that website. This is testing. You can see this domain name is test.local. Not any more information about that. Maybe it's hard to understand for this step. You will completely learn about this in the related course. Okay, but just know commonly the email address may be accessible when the IntoDNS website loads the DNS server, the related DNS server of our target's website, and show us the SOA record contains, and maybe the main email address or correct email address will be accessible and showed for us. Well, this was a normal phase of the reconnaissance process. You will especially need this technique when you have a legitimate hacking contract or ethical hacking contract or a web penetration testing contract with your customer. Well, this was who is. And the next item I will describe is the harvester. Dear friends, there is an important point here, and that is penetration testing contract or ethical hacking contract can be for different purposes. For the web, for the LAN network, for an application, for mobile penetration testing, etc. Of course, all these are divided into three main parts: the web penetration testing or the web ethical hacking, the LAN network, and the application. We are currently talking about web process or web penetration testing or web ethical hacking, but we will get to other things as well in next videos. Okay, now we are talking about web penetration testing. We are talking about reconnaissance in web. We are talking about getting any information for web, and not enter now in LAN network. Okay, well, the next tool I will describe you for reconnaissance for use in reconnaissance phase is the harvester. The harvester is the tools for getting information from the website. It serves the website, is consider and analyze the website for getting information such as IP addresses, email addresses, subdomains, etc. Let me check in kalilinux. Well, sudo. Okay, that's ready. Sudo dash help the harvester. Keep in mind H is uppercase. Okay, dash help. Well, you can select the domain name by -d. You can limit the number of search results by -l, and any other items may be used for different purposes in this command, and -b for source. We need at this time -d for specify the domain name and -b for source. What is the source? It is the source getting information, and source, for example, search engines, source of any powerful tools that could be getting information about my target website. Well, let me check again. -d. I want to get information from this website. hackthisite.org is the famous website for hacking as testing in test environment, and this is not illegal. The harvester -d hackthisite.org. As you did see, we can use many sources. For example, Bing Bing. Not any information we received, and Yahoo. We use source of Yahoo for hackthisite.org, and wait to get information about any information maybe can get it. Yes, email one found. These tools could find, and these tools could find one email address, sam@hackthisite.org, and many subdomains, for example, CTF, IRC, legal, mirror, and status of this website. Okay, I hope this video is useful for you. Thank you for choosing and subscribing to my channel. If you have any question, comment, and I will answer in less than 1 hour. Good luck and have a nice time.